quick description of how the moon cycles work. The moons are numbered just like our days, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, all the way back on day 28. So we begin the cycle with day 1, which is the very top, which is a new moon. And a new moon looks like, it's almost like a shadow of the moon. You see the outlining, but it's not illuminated from the sun. From a new moon, we move into a waxing crescent, which is, waxing means to get stronger, to grow bigger. Crescent is like that little croissant shape, right? We go from new moon to waxing crescent. Waxing crescent then will be first quarter. From first quarter, a waxing gibbous, which continues to grow. So we have the new moon on top. On bottom, we have what's known as the full moon. The full moon. So that's when the moon is its brightest. That's when you can see it, and it's just, it's magnificent to see. From a full moon, it then goes into a waning. Waning meaning to make smaller. Waning until we get to here. If this was the first quarter, that means that this would be the third quarter. And from third quarter, it goes back, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it's back to the new moon again. It's basically a shadow. So it's growing, 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 growing halfway, growing, 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 growing full, shrinking, 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 half, shrinking, 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 new moon. And that is the cycle. If you want to see it in an even easier diagram with your kids, you can learn it. Go on YouTube. We used Oreos this last year, and you can really see just the cycle of the moon and what it looks like. So on this side, it's getting stronger on the right side, and then it gets smaller to the left side. And that makes the full cycle, which is 28 days. The new moon, first quarter, full moon, third quarter, all the way back around again. Your challenge for this week is just to track the moon. The more aware we are of what's going on outside of us, the more aware we are with what's going on inside of us. So if you don't know what the moon is, if you can't figure it out and you're stumped, then pull up an app. The one I use is called The Moon. It's free, it costs nothing, but it will tell you what phase of the moon we're in, how old the moon is and what day cycles it's at, and what's gonna happen next. So you can kind of get an idea. Just bringing awareness to where we are in our moon cycles is gonna help us to understand the biomechanics of our bodies better. So every day this week, you're going to track or write in your gratitude journal or on the refrigerator somewhere what moon cycle we're in.